Alright, and go.
We are at Chance Theater in Anaheim, and tonight we're checking out the musical Tick, Tick, Boom.
Leave a little gap.
Wait a
Welcome to the opening night of Tick, Tick, Boom. The organization will co-host our community spotlight as well as our Pride Night next Saturday, February 8th.
We have a number of producers whose generosity helped support this production. First, we would like to thank our associate season producers, the family of Mary Kay Fidemar.
Look at 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold
Mr. Wait, what was it?
H. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So we're here with the director of the musical, or is that? is that
Yeah,
what you-
musical.
Okay.
Tick, tick, boom. Yeah.
Okay. We're here with the director of the musical, and what's your name?
H. Adam Harris. Everybody calls me H.
And we just wanted to know a few things. First of all, how long was the rehearsal process for this?
Yeah, we had about 5 weeks scattered with scattered hours and things like that. So about 20 hours a week of about 5 or 6 weeks.
And how did you guys decide that you wanted to do Tick, Tick, Boom?
Yeah, that's actually the job of An, who's the artistic director here at Chance Theater. So he makes the decisions about what show we do. But then when he reached out to me, he was like, "Have you ever heard of Tick, Tick, Boom?" And I said, "No." So I read the play, I read the musical, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Okay, I guess the biggest question I have is there anything from this musical that you can relate to since I guess you work in the theater world?
Yeah.
And the whole point of the musical is about the and I guess the whole point of the musical is about the guy like discovering his career or finding himself.
Yeah, I think that the musical for me, it's so much is about like, what do you do when you are afraid of failure, right? So John really, really wants to sort of succeed, and he's so terrified of failure, he gets locked in the darkness, and that creativity and his friends, they are the light that guide him through. And I think in my life, we all experience that. We all learn what that is, where you feel really, really dark and you're not sure that you can do great things, right? So you just got to rely on your friends, your family, and trust in yourself.
And then I have a question.
Yeah.
When directing this musical, what was the biggest issue you ran into?
Yeah, when directing this musical, well, it's a big ensemble production with only 3 people, right? So 3 people playing multiple characters, and it all has to happen fast. So for me, that was like the biggest challenge of how do we make sure that the play is flowing, even though there are only 3 people playing 8, 9, 10 characters.
Yeah, I found it funny for the girl when she switched from being the lady Caressa to the girlfriend right away. That
She's
was
like, "Who were you kissing?" You're like, "It was you," right? And that type of thing, that's a fun theatrical trick that the audience gets to be in on, so they get excited.
yeah. And also, do you yourself perform, or are you? Just a
I
director?
began my career as an actor, so I've acted in a few things, but right now I'm primarily a director.
Something about the no intermission thing.
Oh yeah, and then I think this is the second musical I've ever watched that has no intermission. The first one was Come From Away.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen
and so like I don't know. What's the question though?
Oh,
I guess yeah.
So, I guess you're gonna ask. So, why do you think that's the reason there's no?
Oh yeah, okay. That's good. So I guess why do you think there's no intermission, and also do you like that better? Does it make more sense for
It always just depends on the play. So every play has to make a decision about whether things want to drive without an intermission, and normally it's typically accepted. If it's 90 minutes or less, you do it without an intermission. Anything that's longer, that lives in that 2.5 hour sort of area, that actually takes more time. But when it's 90 minutes or less, do it no intermission.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Thank you.
And yeah, is that it? Wait, what am I saying?
Final thoughts.
Okay. Wait, so the tick tick boom part it's like a metaphor? Right. And that is the Tick Tick Boom musical at Chance Theater in Anaheim.
You wanna go first?
I really enjoyed all the songs and how the characters got to switch between multiple characters. So they had a lot of different personalities and they switched through the characters very well. And it's really hard to, even though you get to see them switch, it's really hard to tell if you didn't know who they were, that they were different people.
Yeah, for me that was also the most impressive part, was that there was only 3 actors, but they were playing so many different people, and I was still able to understand who everyone was at each point in time. And I really like the message of this musical, which is that John, right? Okay. And I really like the message of this musical, which is that John is in New York. He's trying to discover himself. He wants to go into acting, but his friend seems to be making more money as a businessman. And I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to relate to these things in some aspects, because I need to find a job soon. And yeah, it's just and I also love the theme, and I also like the theme about love that they added into it. And yeah, what else should I say?
Oh, did you know this?
Okay, yeah. They added some pretty cool sound effects too. Oh, they kept using the metaphor of Newark Airport, right? I really like some of the sound effects too. They kept using the metaphor of Newark Airport, which I thought was funny. And then I was sitting kind of in a place where I could glance over and see the guy on the soundboard. So it's kind of cool, because sometimes when I was watching the musical, I would like turn around and see, like when it was going tick tick boom, the sound waves would go up and down like tick tick boom. So I feel like I got sort of a behind the scenes look of it as well while I was watching.
That's it.
Oh,
Make sure to catch the show from now until February 23rd. Yeah, 24th? 3rd?
yeah, he's the 23rd
Okay.
right now.
Make sure to catch the show from now until February 23rd. See you in the next video. Bye. Doesn't it look like styrofoam though? There's no way. Cool. Sugar maple